front on that stone. Rubbing off his own guard. And he'll give up a steal of one. Gushue just missing.
Interesting. Watch Team Gushue. They are committed to this one sweeper. They're screaming at the top of their lungs, and only one guy on this rock. You know, Breck, how hard is that for Breck Glenn to lay off? And watch it,
I
Breck.
couldn't do it, Mike.
This is what they believe in, though, and just over curls, and a great shot from Laycock results in a steal.
Oh, Gushue wincing as he just misses and gives up a steal of one to Laycock here in the second half. Brooms continue to be a percolating controversy here at the Masters. The two teams that we're featuring here today are using them, and Joan, you've got more to say about that.
That's right. Both of these teams switching to this hardline broom this season after watching some of their colleagues, such as next door, McEwen and Carruthers, become very successful with them. And so I sat down with both Brad Gushue and Steve Laycock, and I asked them very openly, candidly, what did they think of the new technology and how they're using some new techniques.
New technology kind of brought it to the forefront for us, and we actually went back and we've tested pretty well every broom that's been used over the last 10 years, and we haven't found anything that really goes against what we believe and what we've seen.
Yeah, the hardline brooms are certainly more effective. That's the reason we chose to use them. We felt we were at a disadvantage versus other teams that were using them if we didn't. So my personal opinion is I don't know if it really is too much or compromising what's acceptable in the game, but there's no question they're by far the most effective broom.
There's been a lot of uncomfortable moments over the last couple months. You know, unfortunately, there's no rules in place, so nobody's breaking any rules, but there's been a lot of accusations and things of that nature.
So here are the hardline brooms, and when we talk about this event, you can see the pad that covers the head of the broom. For this event, the players agreed to turn that pad inside out, and this is to allow further testing by the World Curling Federation so that some rules can be made. Now, the uncomfortable parts that both teams referred to were as early as this morning when Glenn Howard played against Steve Laycock in a tiebreaker. And before the game, they asked Steve Laycock's team to not use these brooms, to use just hair. Steve Laycock's team replied, "No, thanks. We're within the rules. The pad is turned inside out," and away they played. So those are the kinds of uncomfortable moments that have happened so far. The teams are trying to not use it as a distraction and to carry on as we see here today.
And Joan, earlier this week when Reed Carruthers was playing the veteran Thomas Ulsrud, there was some tension in that round-robin match when Ulsrud felt even with the fabric inverted that was still giving Carruthers an unfair advantage to the point where Carruthers decided actually to put the brooms away.
Well, and that's the difference between Carruthers and Steve Laycock. Carruthers magnanimously said, "Sure, we'll do this for you." And then they went on to beat Ulsrud, by the way, by changing heads to the hair broom, whereas Steve Laycock's team said, "No, we're not going to do that. We have agreed to play by the rules that are established in this this event, which is within their rights to do."
And by we, what that means is there's 22 teams that have signed an agreement that the inverted hardline fabric is permitted in amongst the rules. So we saw a little shot of Brad Gushue's broom. What hardline has done is actually they've remanufactured some broom heads, because you saw this very custom looking broom head for them. So they've manufactured them with the fabric made inverted. And that's, you know, I said, it's getting to the problem is there's a whole lack of trust now among the players. There was a great camaraderie among the players out here on the tour, and it's a big divisor now, and that's kind of sad for the sport, to be frank. So until the rules get established from the WCF, though, I see no issue with what any of these teams are doing out here.
And Kevin, that's coming to a head because the European Championships are coming up next month.
Well, that's the issue. Yes, the Grand Slam property have made a ruling with the players.
Yes.
Right? Using the players, and the players have agreed to this. The problem is, you go to the Europeans, the Asian Championships, it's not a Grand Slam. You know, the rules will be wide open, and then the problem is everything will be used. It can be any manufacturer. It can be brooms that can really make the rock dance, and that's an issue going forward that has to be resolved for many reasons. Mike's saying there's the problems between the teams that guys that were friends recently not talking to each other. That's not good.
No.
It certainly has to be looked after.
Is this sport becoming cutthroat? Is money changing this sport?
This seems to be more about integrity of what sweeping should cause the rock to do. That's what it's about. It's not, they don't think that you should be able to make the rocks curl more when you sweep. They don't think you should make the rocks slow down when you sweep. But what Brad Gushue has alluded to in his interview there was, regardless of what brooms they're using, they're going to continue to change the way they're sweeping. The technique, they believe, with the one sweeper on the low side when they're trying to keep it straight and the one sweeper on the high side when they're trying to make it curl. Doesn't matter what fabric, what brush, what they're going to use. So they will stick to that moving forward, and we'll see if it catches on with the other teams.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting the next few weeks as the controversy continues. Gushue retaining the hammer after giving up that steal of one in the second.
Yes. Just forward. Low. Yep. On the quiet side, Brad. Low. On the quiet side. Yep.
Yeah, there it is. Trying to keep it straight. The low side guy sweeping.
Hard. Go, Jeff. Go. Okay, good shot, Mark.
So it's amazing they can do that with just one sweeper.
Well, it's amazing they believe in it.
Yeah.
Right? So, again, this is something that only their team is doing
You're
right now.
skeptical.
Well, no, not actually. I tried it a little bit with the original hardline fabric and a couple of other products, and there's something to it. Certainly, with those fabrics, you can make it curl. Definitely with one sweeper on the high side, on the opposite side, doing it. So this is no one has tested it more than Brad Gushue. I'll guarantee you that right now. He said he went back and looked at brooms from the last 10 years, and this is what they've come up with. And I think they're onto something, to be frank.
Well, and proof is in the winning.
Right. How's that shot?
Wow.
Nice try.
A raised double, slightly across the face. A lot of teams wouldn't even take that run on. It's so risky. If there's a miss there, it's a 3-ender.
Great shot.
That's nice.
Fantastic under pressure.
Yeah, Steve Laycock says that's nice. Yeah. Understatement. There we go. Beautiful.
Raised double takeout for Kirk Myers.
Yeah, because you could hit
Laycock lies wide.
2/3.